24/7 on the internet.
All right, welcome to episode 4 of Club Barnett. Doors are back open, the clubhouse is open, and on this episode, we ask Ronnie about their smash hit cover version of Kim Wilde's "Kids in America," and we even learn about where he recorded this, which might have been the same studio that Jimi Hendrix and Kiss recorded at. Perhaps?
Yes, is that
Did
something?
I hear that right?
You got that right.
Yeah, and then further on, I think this is the episode where Ronnie talks about receiving the platinum record. This is a good one.
Finally getting the platinum record.
And who hands it to him? We'll have to listen to find out, right?
There you go. And also, wasn't he in a band called This Queen?
Yeah, that was kind of new to me. I heard a little bit about that recently, and in fact, I saw a podcast where the two of them, the singer and Ronnie, did a podcast together, a one-off podcast where Ronnie was the guest. But yeah, that's what's new to me because I only know Ronnie from the Muffs.
Right.
But he goes further than that, and we'll hear about that today, right?
Quite an extensive list of bands, and we're going to find out in an episode later on. Also, another band he was in that I think a lot of fans may be surprised by. So check it out here on Club Barnett.
I was also in this band called This Queen in the mid 2000s, and one time on tour we were in Illinois, and one of our gigs, if you will, was we were to be the indie rock band at a rock school of rock, right? And so I was very nervous about this because I was told that we would like play a couple of songs and then we'd split off, and like Rachel, the guitar player, would talk to the guitar players, Ben, the drummer, would talk to the drummers, and I was to talk to the bass players, right? So I didn't know what I was going to say. So anyway, I'm face to face with this. It's about 8 kids. It's not a huge thing, but I start off by saying, like kind of like I just said, my approach is to be simple. I think if you don't notice the bass, you're doing a good job, and play as low as possible. Any questions? And this kid had his bass on. He's like, "What do you think of Les Claypool?" And I'm like, "You guys just practice the rest of the hour." I had nothing to offer. Like I think, bass is like a feel instrument. Like if you don't have the feel, you can't teach that, like that's why you see like these guys, you'll see guys that play all these notes and whatever, but get them in a band and they might not work out because you got to just get into that feel thing with anyway, that's my school of rock story.
That's hilarious.
That is so funny.
Yeah, they learned nothing from me.
When you guys, I don't know how involved you were with when you did Kids in America, when you guys covered that Kim Wilde tune. Did any of you ever stop and ask, where is East California?
Oh, all the time. We joked about that all the time. Like you could tell that nobody in California wrote this. You could tell it's written by somebody from England. Yeah. Yeah, where? Like 29 Palms?
That's
like all the kids. Yeah. Like no, we always joked about that. And I'll tell you how that came about. Like we were on the road and we got offered, I was on the Blonder and Blonder tour, and we got this offer to do Amy Heckerling, the director of Clueless, wanted us to do a song for the movie. Look, I wanted to work with Amy ever since I saw Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, that's my line. One of the best movies of all time. Yeah. Yep. So we got this offer.
Yes.
And the offer was to, we had a choice of 2 songs they wanted us to pick from. One was Kids in America, and the other was All by Myself by Eric Carmen.
Right.
Okay. So I love All by Myself, but the Muffs weren't going to do all by myself. So we did Kids America, and we had to record it on the road. So we set up, we booked Electric Lady Studios in New York City.
Wow.
The studio built by Jimmy, recorded in the big room with the big spaceship mural that Jimmy had commissioned to be painted on the walls. Fucking Kiss recorded their first, Electric Lady, you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that song on the road. Which is amazing to me. Little knowing it was going to become like kind of, it's the theme of Clueless. It's the first song on the record.
Yeah.
It plays over the opening credits. It's, you know, that song, they play it at sports stadiums, you know, it's unbelievable. If we'd written it, I wouldn't be talking to you guys right now. You know what I mean?
We wouldn't have time for us.
I'd have a house on the hill over there. Yeah. But yeah, so and just to follow up on that, Jewel, a then unknown Jewel, ended up doing All by Myself, and didn't even make the record. It's like barely in the film. So we made the right choice, and we didn't play that song live at the time. Okay, even though it's like, it's our hit. You know, the song could have been a hit. The soundtrack was on Capitol. We were on Reprise. We switched from Warner to Reprise at that point. That's another long story. But the labels never coordinated to work with each other, you know, and that's just how that shit works sometimes. So it was never released as a single.
Crazy.
And it should have been a single for everybody's sake, for the movie's sake, you know, for the soundtrack. I know the soundtrack ended up going platinum, which I have a platinum record over here for it.
Sweet.
I got a good story about getting that platinum record too, if I have not told you guys. But anyway, we never played it live back in the day. We would always like get to the chorus and just start laughing. And it's just it's a great song, but it's like, it's a little dumber than our usual material. You know what I mean? Like I know we're not unique, you know, what we didn't reinvent the wheel, but you know, we did have our thing. So we didn't learn it again. And I guess this will lead me to the award story. Until we got asked 20 years later, they're putting out Clueless on vinyl. So this is in 2014, right after Whoop-De-Doo came out, maybe 2015. So they're putting out 20th anniversary of Clueless, and we got Universal owns it at this point. And they ask if we want to do press, you know, they're going to do press for it. And we're like, sure. So it comes out that, so first off, they ask if we want to do press. So I'm like, so for years, I've been trying to get the gold record. I thought it only went gold, right? I've been trying to get a gold record for that. I've had our managers try to get it. Can never get the gold record. The band knew I wanted it so much. They're like, you can have it, Ronnie, if we only get one. Right. Never got it. So this offer comes 20 years later, right? And I'm like, I say to the publicist, I got a great idea. Kim Wilde, who we've never met, presents us with our gold record.
Yes.
Great press story, right? She's like, well, she lives in England. I don't know if it could happen, but I'll keep it in mind. So cut to about 2 months later, in this morning show on VH1 hosted by Nick Lachey, called Morning Joe or something, wants us to play Kids in America live on the air. So we can't turn that down. So we learn Kids in America. We work up a live version. And I say to the publicist, I got a great idea. They present us with our, and she had told us, like, by the way, it's platinum now. So I got a great idea. We're presented with our platinum records on the air. Again, it's like, we'll keep it in mind, whatever. So we're doing the show. We do the song. Then we're interviewed. These clips are not on YouTube. I wish they were. We're being interviewed by Nick Lachey, ex-98 Degrees, ex-husband of Jessica Simpson, star of whatever the name of that TV show they had.
And guest on Dancing with the Stars.
And guest with Dancing on the Stars. He's interviewing us, and I see the box. I see a box, and I know it's coming. And sure enough, Nick Lachey is like, well, we got a special presentation here. We want to. So he presents us. I never thought it would happen from him, but he presents us with our gold record. You see me, I put it above my head in triumph. And we all got him. We all got him at the end of the day. But that said, had I not been the squeaky wheel and put that idea in their head, I would not have this platinum record. You know what I mean? And, you know, that show went off the air fairly soon after that too. And
that's great.
Anyway, so I got that fucking award, and I feel like we're entitled, being the first song and being the theme of the, you know, it's not, we're not buried on side two.
No,
we've been on a lot of soundtracks. We've been on a lot of soundtracks, but that's the one. Yeah, exactly. That's the one I can bring up to somebody I meet on an airplane, and they'll know the song. You know, our band is not a household word, but I have something we've done that is a household word, you know. So.
Low. My battery is out, so we gotta change it again for the second time